I told you on a certain day, I said, what is happening right now in the United States? I said, it's a Trojan horse. And so by the principle of the court, he must now go and let it out. He must.
Hello my beautiful viewers, welcome back to my channel Agape TV. It's my pleasure to have you right here today. So in the edition of today's video, we'll be listening to the highly esteemed man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome. But before we go to the before we listen, if you're coming for the first time, please hit the subscribe button. So if we all can remember, back in 2020 around September, Reverend Dr. Chris gave a stern warning concerning Joe Biden and his current administration. And if we look at it, we can see that all those warnings are coming to reality today. So guys, I will urge you to listen attentively to this video. Like I said, if you're coming for the first time, don't forget to hit the subscribe button and don't forget to like today's video and share also. Listen attentively, we'll be right back.
In the spirit. I told you on a certain day, I said, what is happening right now in the United States? I said, it's a Trojan horse. The next day, President Trump called Joe Biden a Trojan horse. And somebody sent me a message, said, Pastor Chris, I think Trump is listening to you. So he's supposed to lead the way into the government, and in comes Harris. Now, I want you to listen to this. Very important. Biden is supposed to lead the way into the government. In comes Harris. You know, if we don't pay attention to prophecy, they pass us by, and then we wake up and say, why, what's going on? Now, there are many who will be amazed that I actually said this to them, because I wonder where they're listening. Listen, see what I mean? So now they are letting you understand why. Okay, you say, why are they telling it? I want to tell you, it's a principle. It is a pledge. It's a spiritual pledge, meaning Joe Biden has accepted it. And so by the principle of the court, he must now go and let it out. He must say it. He must say it. So he goes out and he says it. Harris echoes it. He says it. So it's registered in the spirit that this is the pledge. So if he were to come into office, there are things that he will not be able to do or say because it is pledged. You don't have a voice. You're not the one. It's not your administration. It's a Harris administration. So it's Harris we're going to be talking to. His own is to say, okay. If you don't know about the Trojan horse, find out about the destruction of Troy. So that's what you're saying. That's what you're saying. It's playing out. Do you hear that? That's what you're saying. It's playing out. All right. Now, there's an article, actually a video, Fox News. Listen to this. Hannity asked who's really in charge. This is recent. This is just 2 days ago. All right? Who's really in charge? After report on Kamala Harris' foreign policy responsibilities. This is amazing. Listen to the video.
For the Democrats, one if you're a Republican. And according to a new shocking Politico report, Vice President Harris is quickly being prepped to take the foreign policy reins from the Biden administration. Biden is now reportedly encouraging his vice president to engage directly with world leaders. That would be his job. And by the way, even develop her own rapport with U.S. allies. Harris has also been meeting weekly with Secretary of State Antony Blinken. So the question tonight is why? If Joe Biden is not up to the task, well, we know that he rarely appears in public. We know that he takes very few questions. We know he hasn't even scheduled a joint session of Congress for the State of the Union address. This week he struggled mightily to read off a cheat sheet. It was frankly embarrassing and hard to watch. And we can all see with our own eyes that Joe is frail, he is weak, and yes, he's struggling cognitively. Even a few dozen Democrats now are trying to take away the nuclear codes from Joe Biden so it's not in the hands of just him, one person. They never even tried that with Trump. And as vice president, now holding one-on-one calls with other world leaders. So what's really going on here? Who's in charge?
Now, I want to remind you, this was before the elections. All right? And I told them that I spoke with certain people in 2019, and I told them that there is a plan to rig the United States elections the next year, 2020. And I said, what we have to do is to pray that the other side will get to know about the strategy and do something about it. Okay, keep listening. We have to pray that the other side will see this and not only leak it out, they can fight it. Now, some of the games are really out. In fact, they're not even hiding some of the things they're planning to do. There's some other things. So that's one reason they're not campaigning a lot. It's not about COVID. They wanted to stop the other guys from campaigning because they don't care about your vote. They know they can get something counted anyway. But if you pray, you can change this thing. That's the reason for the uprising of riots and protests and so on and so forth. You think those things are happening by themselves? Who's sponsoring them? Who's paying them? Some of them have given their confessions. I've warned. It's a warning. At different times, the deep state will support any side where it can have its candidate. So it's about what the deep state wants. And the deep state is about what Lucifer wants, because they are pledged in allegiance to Lucifer.
Alright, my beautiful viewers, there you have it with the man of God, Reverend Dr. Chris Oyakhilome. If you actually listen to him to this point, you get to understand, you agree with me that every word of prophecy that has been said are all coming to reality. They are all happening right now. So also we have it with the man of God, Prophet Apostle Johnson Suleiman, who gave a word of prophecy saying he saw a woman ruling America, which is Kamala Harris. So guys, listen, we'll be right back.
The person I see ruling America is a woman. The person that is vice will become president. Write it down. But I will say this: if you like, abuse me, insult me, means nothing. America has made the biggest mistake. 1 year, they will start missing this man. 1 year, they'll start calling for him. 1 year. And I see them planning to arrest him as he's leaving presidency. Just 1 year. The fact that a prophet prophesied something about somebody doesn't mean the prophet is happy with the prophecy. You must understand it. People don't understand. Oh, why is this? It's God. Personally, if I can change it, I would have changed. Personally. So don't think that the prophecy came from a man of God means that the man of God is in support of the prophecy. No. Even that's how to know it's God. Because even what you don't want, he will say it. Even what you are not happy about, he will say it. Amen. The truth is this: the church of God needs to be alive. This morning we are not praying for ourselves. We are praying for America. We want to pray for America. We are not praying for ourselves. We want to pray for America. What I see, in fact, they are going to be angry It doesn't change anything. When the prophet speaks, the prophet speaks. We're going to pray for America. We're going to pray that God intervene. I can't say everything. I can't say everything. Intervene. Let God intervene.
Alright, my family, there you have it, with the man of God, Apostle Johnson Suleiman. You know, this prophecy is so accurate. Today we have a woman ruling America, but then the sad part of it is what he said, that it doesn't mean it will end well. So like he said, we all need to pray for America. And while praying for America, we also need to remember our own country, Nigeria. Because with what is happening in Nigeria now, you all can attest to it. So that is it with today's edition. If you're coming for the first time to my channel, please don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And please, you can share your thoughts with us. What do you think about today's edition, guys? Drop your comment in the comment section. Thank you. And please also don't forget to like the video and share today's edition too. Thank you and God bless you. See you in our next edition. Bye.